half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years.
Artificial intelligence is about to wipe out millions of jobs. One expert says a bloodbath is looming.
As a current entry-level AI engineer, I feel very skeptical about a lot of these sensationalist claims being made on the news lately, especially coming from someone whose AI model is known for blackmailing people like it's from House of Cards. But the question of what will happen to entry-level white-collar employees is very relevant, as unemployment rates for recent college graduates are at a 4-year high. And as a recent college graduate myself, I'm very much feeling the effects of these. And while I don't think it's entirely due to AI, it's likely due to an overhiring after COVID and other macroeconomic factors, the Anthropic CEO does bring up an important point of ultimately who is AI going to replace if we look 5, 10, 20, 50 years from now? And more importantly, how can you stay ahead of the curve? As an AI engineer who works very closely with a lot of these models, I'm going to show you what these AI models can, and more importantly, what these AI models can't do, so that you're able to see that most of these news headlines are just completely not true. And more importantly, what are the most important AI tools that you should be learning today to stay ahead at work? Whether we like it or not, AI powers most of our everyday life through recommending us videos to watch on TikTok, to giving us more accurate and faster web searches, and giving our coworkers beach backgrounds in Zoom calls. ChatGPT allows you to automate a lot of the tedious parts of writing. Cursor and GitHub Copilot allow you to write code and software 10 times faster than before, and tools like Midjourney and even GPT-4o allow you to generate photorealistic images for your marketing. So let me ask you a question. What do you notice about what's similar between how AI tools are used to help with these? Writing, coding, and graphic design, after all, are really what boils down to the 3 main technical skills of a white-collar worker. The key is that writing, coding, and graphic design are iterative processes, and they have repetitive and tedious aspects to them as you're trying out different styles. So what AI is really good at doing is automating anything that's repetitive, time-consuming, and anything that's a rule-based task. For example, AI is really good at scanning through hundreds of different documents so that you can find what you're looking for. It can autocomplete code and identify problems in your app before you launch. And AI can also quickly generate hundreds of different examples of marketing posters for different campaigns for social media. So what this means for you is that AI is a very powerful tool that can save you a lot of time if you know how to use it correctly. And I have a lot of videos on my channel, if you're interested, that showcases a lot of different apps that use AI and that have also helped built with the power of AI. That said, AI models these days do also have their drawbacks. Despite what you see online, you have to remember that people telling you that AI is going to take your job or that you're going to be left behind if you don't know AI, it's usually very much like a marketing technique. When you see tech CEOs talk about how many people they've laid off, that's apparently due to AI. It has nothing to do with interest rates or the economy or none of that other stuff. It's all due to AI. You have to understand that a lot of these tech companies, their goal, especially for the CEO, is to increase their stock price or the amount of money they fundraise if they're a startup. And making bold claims like AI is going to take your job, it's going to take all jobs. A lot of these claims, I feel like made by Sam Altman especially, are really just a marketing technique to get your attention so that you buy their AI product. It has nothing to do about your specific job or your particular situation. It's more to do with them wanting to sell you something. And I have nothing to sell you right now. So let me give you the opinion of what real software engineers think of these AI models. Don't get me wrong, AI is a really great tool, but it's still very far away from replacing true experts at their craft, experts who are able to produce writing, code, and graphic design images and videos very well. Even with videos, when Google recently released their VO3 model that generates new videos, you notice there's always something off about them. They seem very artificial. And even for the coding space, there are low-code tools like Lovable that came out that allow you to ultimately make fully functioning apps without needing to know how to code. But then as soon as you take them into a production environment where you involve payments and sensitive user data and potentially differing levels of risk, The fully AI generated apps start breaking down, and you start losing trust and you lose customers. And we all know how AI generated writing looks on LinkedIn and on Instagram with the overuse of emojis, em dashes, and ultimately generic and vague writing that really doesn't help you stand out anyways. You have to remember that AI is not actual intelligence, it's mimicking intelligence. Its ultimate goal as a model is to match different patterns in its training data set to give the most accurate responses. But when you ask it to do something very specific and niche that's never seen before, suddenly, surprise, surprise, the AI model is not great at doing that. Ultimately, AI is really great at helping you get started with something, with writing, coding, and graphic design. But AI alone itself is not good enough for a polished, finished product that someone would pay for, at least right now in 2025. AI, I think, is really good for ideation, brainstorming, and quickly building an MVP. But once you start asking it something to do niche and ask it to make something that's never been seen before, you can clearly see its limits. You have to think of AI as an amplifier, just like money. Its purpose is a tool to leverage what you're already good at. But if you're not already good at what you do, AI is not going to fix that for you. It's just going to magnify your lack of skill. This becomes very obvious when I see how someone prompts one of these models, or when I see how someone asks ChatGPT questions. That to me immediately clearly identifies how skilled they are at their task. Whereas someone who's not skilled at something is going to ask it to make me a whole app, or it's going to give something very generic and it's not going to be specific enough. Whereas an expert is going to ask for step-by-step instructions and ask for really specific steps or questions at each prompt and keep reprompting it to build the full app. So the next question is, what AI tools should you learn today to get ahead at work? I can guarantee there's several ways that you could be using AI to deliver results and ideate faster right now. To get started, I recommend that everyone should learn how to use ChatGPT as a general purpose AI workhorse if you're not using it already. Gemini and Claude are also good alternatives if you want maybe a cheaper or alternative solution, but I really want you to get familiar with how to ask the model the right kind of prompt, and being more specific is usually going to give you a better result, as well as look at how to select different models and learn what the different models and different features of ChatGPT offer, like web searching and image generation. If you're looking to build software apps and learn to code, assuming you already have VS Code installed, I recommend installing GitHub Copilot or Cursor and learn how to use the chat interface to ask it questions, apply code changes, and do inline code reviews and debugging. And if you're looking to learn how to use AI to quickly create logos and advertising graphics for social media or any kind of marketing, I'd recommend actually starting out with ChatGPT's 4o model or a graphic design software like Canva or Adobe Express, which both I use and have AI generation capabilities, and you can use them with a free trial. Now, there's of course tons of different AI tools out there on the market, but I think these three main AI tools, ChatGPT, if you want to code, do Cursor Copilot, and different design tools like Canva and Adobe Express are the three core fundamental tools out there that pretty much every other tool kind of builds upon or adds additional features to. I'll be making a series of beginner-friendly videos on how to use these three main AI tools as well as a bunch of other ones to help you make yourself more productive. And if you want to dig deeper into how AI actually works, I also have paper explanations and model explanations on my channel as well. So if you want to watch more AI videos and future-proof your career, check out the rest of my channel as well. Thanks for watching.